What's going on, everybody? Free-to-play OG here, back on day number 80 of the free-to-play account series. And today, we're just prepping for the anniversary, baby. We're going to do some hoarding. We're going to be getting all the materials we can. We're going to talk about where we're going to be spending, who we're going to be building, and then I think we'll do a little bit of account help today at the end of the video. I'm going to try and make it kind of a quick one today, because we're going to have a lot of long ones coming up. I know Alex is planning on doing a really long stream. Oh, nice. Look at that. For the anniversary, which is awesome. And I think I'll do something like that as well. Then streaming's kind of our jam. I'm sure that we'll do that. But if he does it on like the anniversary day, we might wait until 10,000 Crystals Day. And on 10,000 Crystals Day, that might be our day that we do like a super long ass live stream with tons of account help, coaching people on spending crystals, yada yada, because I think that might actually be a really good bookend to that event for us. And that way we're not like both streaming all day. I'd rather watch Alex, so there you go. Hope everybody's doing really well this morning. What's going on, Sahaj? What's up, Point? What's up, Ronald? What's going on, Anastasis? What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing really good. All right, we got our dispatch rewards, nothing doing there. Let's go through our events. Let's see if I get to make fun of you all for making me skip that CCF the other day. Let's see what we get here. Ugh, wish us luck. Yeah, no, I'm going to get to make fun of you guys for sure. Like, no doubt that I'm going to be like, yeah, told you so. Because look now, look what happens. So now we're sitting on 4,000. I mean, we may take this mythic freaking comic card, because we're we're sitting here on 4,000 energy with what is that? One more reset. We've got one more reset. So there you go. Not a big deal, but we probably should have grabbed that CCF. I just saw it coming. Yeah, exactly. So now we're at the point where we're going to take this reward and we're going to take whatever we get tomorrow. So there you go. Let's ride the lightning here. See if we can get this one cheap or spendy. See what we end up with. Yeah, me too. Let's, you know, if we get, hey, you know, we brush off the W's and we oversell, or we brush off the L's and we over celebrate the W's. That's the plan here. So we may get nothing, and that's just fine. You never know, right? Sometimes you just miss. There we go. For the first super success we've seen in this Cosmic Core. Granted, we've only climbed, what, once or twice? Once? Have we really only gone for one reward so far? Ouch. Nice. Double super success. There we go. Cool. So yeah, we got plenty for tomorrow. Plenty. I have a free-to-play thing about the crystals. Like, I won't do this because this is an example of, like... This is actually a good example, in my opinion, of where light spenders and free-to-play players have, like, a really... you know, solid line drawn in the sand. Like, free-to-play players, I would never recommend doing this because you have such a high chance of re-rolling into nothing. So you could spend crystals and end up with Macron shards. We could spend another 75 crystals and get Nornstones, right? And as a free-to-play player, that's just devastating, so I stay away from it. But if you're, like, buying the Stark Stash, and you've got extra crystal income, and you can just kind of make it up, I think a lot of people do re-roll this event a couple times at the end of the event. So yeah. But I won't, because we are crazy about our crystals. That's really annoying that this keeps a pip here. Like, because I finished it. Go away. Alright. Take a look at this piece of junk. I didn't miss a day, did I? We got that? Yeah, we're good, right? So we just, like, get this tomorrow? I hope so. I don't know. I don't know how I would have missed a day there. It's got a red pip on it, so it would have bothered me all day long. I don't know what to call people with faces. What do I call you? What's up, face? Yeah, CTP for 75 crystals or nothing for crystals, for sure. The level 6 ticket? I mean, my thing with those level 6 tickets is basically just use it on someone you were going to have to do manually. It doesn't matter who it is because they all cost the same, because it's all native tier 1s. Sahaj, so it's really just depends on who you need to tier 3 and who you're going to get from selectors. You know what I mean? So you're kind of like... I assume that's the ticket you're talking about, right? 60 to 70? Oh, you're talking about type enhancement? You're talking about an actual level 60 to 70 ticket? What's up, Chance? Nice. Congrats on the CTP of Rage, dude. Very cool. Yeah, 60 to 70. Yeah, I would just... Anybody you're going to do manually. It doesn't matter, just as long as you know you were going to do them manually. You're not going to get them out of a selector or something like that, you know? A gold farming guide? Yeah, we might be able to do a quick guide on gold farming. It's going to be tough throughout the anniversary here. I'm gonna drop a couple videos. I'm gonna try and get one out a week. That's kind of my goal, is to make sure we do one a week. But there's going to be a lot going on for this next week, and yeah. So I may be a little bit busy, not just in the game, but in life as well. So, but yeah. I've got like a list going of like quick guides I can do as well, that I can do without like making infographics and all that crap. I can just sit down with the game and record about it. And gold is probably something like that, where I can just do a quick guide. There also are guides, by the way. If you go on Cynic Alex's channel, he's definitely got a gold guide from relatively recently, I believe. Oh, I thought you were dead. I thought he was all done. What's up, Trey? Good to see you again, man. Thanks for coming by the stream. And Ariel's too. What's up? Thanks for coming back to the stream. Good to see you again. Mr. Cool, welcome. Don't recognize your name. All right, get some extra mats there. Very nice. So yeah, we're like saving right now. We're kind of just hoarding. Alex mentioned it in the video, and it's kind of something you may have noticed after Wolverine. I didn't really talk about what we were going to do, because we're not really going to do. We have so many selectors, tickets, reward. I mean, it's nuts. Like, I don't even really know how to plan what we're going to do, because we're going to have so many characters coming at us with tickets. Like I said, you know, advancement tickets. We're going to have tons of extra materials. All that stuff. So really quick, one thing I wanted to look at is I think we're going to do where'd she go? My brain. There she is. I think we're going to grab her from a tier 3 selector. And keep in mind, guys, that we don't just have one tier 3 selector coming up. We have at least 2 on this account. So we have at least 2 tier 3 selectors, at least 1 transcended potential selector, premium tier 2 selector, tier 4 selector. We have like so many characters coming up that it's hard to even like plan. It's like getting weird. So we're gonna get Captain Marvel from 1 tier 3 selector for sure. She's gonna fill up our Universal Female Day. She does pretty well, and she's gonna unlock our CTP of Rage. So 100%. We've got her, and then we also get a tier 3 selector from the events. So we get a second tier 3 selector out of that list. And that's, I should have looked at that while I was there, because that's our window into what that's going to look like. I think the tier 3 selector we get for the anniversary might be, excuse me, a little more extensive than this. This is a really limited list. This, in fact, might be one of the more limited tier 3 selectors in the game. Yeah, and for us, this is very limited. We have most of these characters. I'm eyeballing this guy. What's up, Drago? Good to see you, man. McFarty, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm kind of eyeballing Cyclops for the support leadership value. Rogue's too far away from her uniform, and we wouldn't be able to get it anyways. Venom, we already have tier 3. Ant-Man stinks. Sherrod is a one trick that we don't need. No. We could see what happens with Bucky, eh? You know what? We may end up using this on someone like Bucky because of the event quest. We'll see what happens. Why not Cap Marvel for a CTP? Yes, that's what we said. That's the first one we're definitely taking is Captain Marvel. We need her too. We need her for ABX. So we're going to build her up and get her uniform and get the CTP of Rage and the 10 Radiant runes from the Legendary Battle. Also, the Legendary Battle is going to give us 500 extra crystals towards the crystal spending event, which is really nice. It like artificially creates 500 extra crystals to spend for us. Excuse me. Something stuck in my throat this morning. So we're going to take Captain Marvel. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it really Cyclops for our account? We have it. I mean, there's Captain America, but we don't really want Zombie Cap right now. And then, so yeah, golly. So out of something like this, it might actually be Cyclops or Winter Soldier. I think are the options we're looking at here because we have almost anything else that's good, right? So we've got CM and then we've got, I'm going to go ahead and mark Winter Soldier for now so we can keep an eye on him and see what happens. So I want to talk to you guys for a second about the tier 4 selector. Of course, this is all kind of speculation. Everyone's saying this every time, hopefully. We don't know who's going to be in this selector. We have an image with 5 characters on it. Doesn't necessarily tell us exactly who's going to be in here. Out of the 5 characters that we've seen so far, Venom is going to be the choice for most people. He's very, very good in his new uniform, does lots of damage, scores well in ABX, ABL. So he's going to be the pick for a lot of people. For our account, though, we have Hulk we can score in ABL, and we have Wolverine we can score in ABX. So we don't really need Venom. As weird as that is. And I also just want you guys to know on a personal note, while I talk about what I might do with this selector, I hate this uniform. Just the aesthetics of it. The skills look pretty cool. But this uniform for me is just like, it makes me want to cry. I hate it so much. I got to play, I think I said this yesterday, I went over this whole spiel. I got to play through King in Black, the whole uniform, so Warstar just looks so ugly to me. And I have those bases covered. We have those bases covered, right, on this account. So I actually was talking to someone I know who plays ABXL pretty competitively, and he was telling me that he actually scores better with Wolverine in ABX and better with Hulk in ABL. Granted, I've heard conflicting reports on that, and I will say that I've heard people say Venom's their best scorer. They could be wrong, but anyways, for me, that's enough that I'm not going to use a tier 4 on a character that potentially is just slightly better than our current ABXL characters. So for us on this account, believe it or not, we may be looking at tier 4 Black Widow. We may be looking at picking up tier 4 Black Widow on our account because this uniform at tier 4 will give us a bit of everything. And that is good for an account like ours. We have a new PvP game mode coming out that she'll be able to stretch into for us. She'll be able to flex into it, give us PvP value in the rest of our modes like Otherworld Battle and Timeline Battle. She'll work for us. She actually does reasonably well from what I understand in World Boss Legend. She does okay. She's like proc friendly and she plays well because Spider-Man is not in the tier 4 selector as far as we know. So, and if he was, maybe, but even then, I don't like Spider-Man as much because he doesn't have flex value. He stinks in PvE. He's just like not good. So, yeah. That's my thoughts at the moment. Yeah, we don't have Spider-Man. Like I said, we don't have him confirmed in there, and he stinks at PvE. He just is really bad. So I would rather have Black Widow with her Venomous uniform because she can provide us a really strong World Boss Legend carry for where we're at right now, which we need and don't need. I mean, we've got characters we could bust out of here. Like, in the end, we don't want to be running World Boss Legend with characters like Loki and even Hulk necessarily. We want things like our Thor, Doctor Strange, Gwenpool, maybe Black Widow Venomous, maybe level 80 Wolverine with a CTP of energy. Might be really spicy for us. So there you go. Just to look at some of the plans. And then we've got a tier 2 premium selector coming up, which we'll have to figure out because we have a lot of premium characters. It'll likely be a character like Dazzler or Polaris, something like that. Something that provides a lot of support value, but is very, very difficult, if not impossible, besides premium selectors, to get for a free-to-play account. Those kind of things are really attractive to me. I like Dazzler as a choice, just because I like Dazzler. Where is she? There she is. There she is. What's her deal? Let's find out. What's her deal? She's got shitty lead. And it's just this. Oh, yeah. No big deal. 70% ignore dodge. What? What is that? That is bonkers. And 65 to boss types. Let's see what Polaris has. Because I like Polaris as well. Compare these characters. Because, yeah, we are getting a tier 2 premium tier 2 selector. And that is a huge, because that's the character at tier 2, right? That's skipping both the tickets, so they'll be ready for you to take to am I really gonna have to look her up manually because I'm blind? I know I just like rolled right past her. Where is she? Where are you at? There she is with her glasses. Yeah, so just trying to get an eye for what we want to do. Yeah, because she's support lead. But I really like Dazzler. So I don't know, man. I'm crazy. I might go with Dazzler. I like her better as a character. Not saying she's better in the game as a character. I'm saying I like the way she looks, and I like her character better. I also like that really unique, 70% ignore dodge. Whoa. That is just weird. Wonky fun right there. Plus 65% damage to boss types. So quite good for, yeah, it looks like Polaris and Dazzler is what's up. You use Dazzler as your support, Polaris as your lead support, and then throw a mutant in the DPS slot. You'd be good, man. Yeah, we likely will. But if you're talking about for ABL, Polaris sucks. She like can barely score in ABL. So I would rather, we're going to bring Magic up probably for the anniversary. Once we're done chatting about this, which we need to move on. But let's see. So let's mark Polaris for now, because I think that's the choice. I'll mark them both, because we're going to pick one of these. These are likely going to be our choices. Either, oh, I can't favorite them, huh? Ain't that some... Oh, yeah, I can. There we go. Nope. What did I just favorite? Oh, the uniform. What? Her, like, base look? Okay. Anyways, going back in here, so we added Black Widow's uniform here as a maybe. We're probably going to pick up Magic. We're probably going to do this because I love the uniform. What's up, Jan? I love the uniform, and she'll cover both those days for us. Both the ABL days, and she'll score way better than someone like Polaris. What's up, Toshiki? Sun Wukong, good to see ya. All right, let's keep trucking here. We're getting behind. I'm getting behind, dreaming. Let's do our GBR real quick. We can do It's Rage Day. Why not? Let's. I'm getting way out of order here. Let's back up the train before I forget to do something and regret it. Double donos, double donos. Get your points. Get your points. Let's see. We'll go with some more feathers for now. Looking good, looking good. All right, let's do our inbox. What's up, Sean? What's up, Zach? And Core, good to see you guys. It's everybody. Man, I still can't believe we got a mythical and a legendary out of 2 boxes for the support shot. I know it's like doesn't even matter, but like, damn, man, that was crazy. Literally back to back out of the same world event. I got a mythical and a legendary. I took a screenshot of it because that shit was crazy, dude. Never happens. Why were there crystals in there? I just selected them and didn't even look. Oh, was it our login? I think that was our login. for, oh God. So here, now it begins. Now it begins. Where we get all this stuff and we have to start making choices. Here we go. All right, let's go get rid of this. I hate leaving this stuff in my inventory. I keep this system moving because otherwise it gets backed up and gets weird. You get your inventory all full of the tokens to spend these. Can't collect them because you're full on it. It's pretty dumb, honestly. But I like to get those out of there so I can see what's going on. All right, we're going to grab these boost points. Here we go. Get some extra GBR rewards. Take one shot at a cheeky little CTP of rage. Ha 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 ha. Doubt it. Let's see. Yeah. Bring in the standard crew. See if we can grab some of the someone who might need a carry. There we go. Feel free to join up if you got the energy and the boost points. And let's do it. Thanks, Diego, as usual. Like a boss. Man, tons of people in here. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I appreciate all of you. Absolutely crazy. Super hyped for the anniversary. Super hyped that people are hyped. Glad people are coming back to the game. Glad we're getting a ton of new players. It makes me super happy. I kind of always felt like this game never quite got its shot. Like it always got criticized a little more than it should have. Yeah, we will. And it may take, so let me let me talk to you about that let me riff on that for a minute. So when we hit 1,000 subs, we will definitely be I'll hook up the webcam so we can do the face. I'll introduce you guys to the dogs and probably the wife if she's down. But it may be on that, like, the 3,000 crystal day on day 10 of the countdown when I do a super long live stream. That might be our, like, 1K sub celebration as well. And that's probably what we'll do. Because I have to completely, I don't have to. I'm going to completely rearrange my office because the way things are set up now, my monitor faces backwards directly at the door. It's like the worst way to have a live stream set up with a camera. And I don't have a green screen. And I don't know how to set up the little thing. I actually kind of hate the way it looks when you use whatever filter or whatever that is that automatically cuts the background out of your live stream, like around your head. It gives you that weird, like, cutout look, and I just hate it. So I'd rather just rotate my desk, put something up on the wall, and we'll call it macaroni. I'm not even going to make sure I get a haircut first. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. When the time comes, the time has come. Must fulfill promises. Oh no, we're gonna die. In a world. Hybrid face reveal. So on that day that we do that long ass live stream, we're gonna be doing tons of account help. I'll do like 2 or 3 whole series of account help that day where we look at anyone's account who wants to. We'll talk about crystal spending, what you're gonna buy, because everyone should be doing the right thing. And thanks, Diego, for the carry. Appreciate you, brother. Waiting probably until that 10th day when you get all the crystals on your hands, then look at your purchases. See what you've got. You know, because all the sales, all the bonus spending event for crystals and all that will still be going on that day. And that's definitely my plan. I don't want to start spending crystals early and then realize that there was some surprise bonus gift and I should have done something differently. You know, I want to like see what we get first. All right, so we've got our GBR done. We've got a little low on energy this morning. A little low. What do we got here? Ugh. Ew. I don't even like that, man. I don't know. I don't like any of that. I don't want to look at it. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh boy. That's a trap if I've ever seen one. It's a trap. Let's get out of here. All right. Moving on. Let's get rid of a little bit of energy. A little bit. We got clapped down to 0 boost points right there. Oof. GBR. Points be boosted. Yeah, people love it though, Kush. So that's why I want to do it in a couple. Like, if I'm going to do like a 5-hour live stream or something like that, who knows? I'll break it up. So we're not sitting there doing like 5 hours of account help or 3 hours of account help. We'll do like, a set of 9, and then we'll do some other stuff. Then we'll do a set of 9. Then we'll do some other stuff. Then we'll do a set of 9, something like that. So we can break it up. People can still get account help, but we can keep the stream exciting and do other stuff in between. Yeah, for sure. No doubt. No doubt. Trust me when I tell you, Kush, and I'm just going to come out and say this. It ain't my favorite thing either, dude. Trust me, it's not exactly what I want to do on this live stream. It's just about helping, and it does help. So that's how we do. All right. Let's, I don't even want to dump any more energy in that. We'll save the rest for later. Let's go kill Null. Let's beat this guy up. Who's our struggle bus? Jeez, it's really just these guys now driving the struggle bus. Hey. They don't need that at all. Just, they don't need anything against this guy, honestly. She does really well from what I remember. Ronald, I don't even mind. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me OG, you can call me Unc, you can call me Granddad, you can call me Gray, you can call me late for dinner. I don't even give a shoot. Thanks for asking, though. I appreciate that. I don't really have a preference. Whatever people want to call me. That was interesting that that whole rotation got off like right before the stun. Because I used the co-op skill too early. Or whatever. Woo! She flying, baby, she flying. There you go, Gwenpool. You just need World Boss Legend Stage 1. Or whatever you call it. World Boss Legend 1. Whatever Null is. Oh, jeez. What's up, Septarsi? Thanks for coming by the stream. Appreciate you being here, as always. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Excuse me, sir. That was the weirdest, slowest rotation, and somehow it actually lined up the proc. That was so weird. The bazooka! Ba-boom! Me, I did not on Satana. I'm not gonna lie, I think I used one on Clea, though. I think I used one on Clea, and which I actually would take back. I did not need to build Doctor Strange that fast. There was no reason to do that. It was actually a really bad choice. But I did use one on Colossus, and that one I don't regret as much at all, because you really want to push the X-Force missions to get to the materials daily. So, but there's no need to push Doctor Strange so fast. I had no reason to do that, besides just not wanting to farm Clea bios, I guess. I really wanted Doctor Strange and the zombie uniform, and I knew I needed time, but like I didn't want to wait that long to get it, so I just busted through the quest. But in hindsight, I should have just done it naturally. 5-1 in dispatch. Who's 5-1? We'll find out. That's not our normal. That's not our normal hang-up. That's not Maximus. Let's see here. Who dat? Oh, this is when they go up to level 72. So either ignore dodge is going to be your best friend here, or just getting your characters up to level 72. He's going to dodge a lot. That's likely your problem. If you like watch when you're fighting the boss and you're damaging him, you'll likely see a bunch of dodge, 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 dodge coming up in the numbers. And that's how you know you either need ignore dodge or your level's too low. Yeah, and also welcome to the stream, my friend. I haven't seen you before. Thanks for being here. Hopefully that helps a little bit. I think this is actually right where, yeah, they go from 71 and you kind of feel it on this stage, and then they hit 72. And this is where that ignored dodge kind of becomes a problem. And then you'll get to this jerk. And when you get to Maximus, don't be surprised if it takes you a little bit to clear through him. He's a butt. He is immune to all debuffs, so you can't abuse things like Loki's all defense down on him. And you kind of just need to hammer through him with damage. You just need tons of damage, as much damage as you can get. All right, let's go back to null here. Boom. No daddy. Number 2. Let's do Strange. Why not? Get in there, Strange. Take him. Take that, just in case. Take that. And take that. Actually, put him in with the crew. He deserves it. Get in there. You can be part of the main team, bro. There you go. This guy does not need much to get this done at all. I don't know that he needs, like, anything, honestly. I gotta get these. We're getting close to the point where I can, like, get our strikers set up and leave them set up. It's just a matter of, like, finding time. It's the same thing with Lion's Conquest. To be honest, when I finish these streams, I start, like, doing this weird combo of playing the game and dealing with my life, and it usually doesn't let me do things extra like that, like setting up teams and doing stuff like that. I gotta just like hammer through the dailies, get it done. Can't wait to get a rage on this guy. Still not timing that right. Clones and boom. Oh, stun me again. Glad we let the 6 play out. Am I just like, okay, blue stack's bugging out again. I was like, am I drifting? Because it feels like I'm drifting. Am I drunk? What is going on here? 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. So with that potential, we'll go look at that potential ticket. With that ticket, my answer for everyone, that 60 to 70 potential ticket, is just use it on someone you are going to manually take from 60 to 70. All you're doing is getting rid of that cost. It makes no difference who you use it on. Just make sure it's someone you were building, and make sure it's somebody that you needed to take from 60 to 70 manually. That's like all that matters. After that, it's all just like, it just doesn't matter. Wolverine. But Wolverine punched this guy once and probably die because of it, but that's okay. Them claws. You can't stop them claws, man. He stopped the claws. He was actually fine with the claws. He didn't mind them much at all. What's up, Vid? What's going on, brother? Ah. That was sloppy. But it doesn't matter. Well, that's okay. You use it on the next guy. You can save it. You know, you can save it for your next character that you're building up, or use it for someone you know you're going to build up in the future. Double combat books. Let's go, cha-ching. Not that we're going to use them. We're getting so much free stuff. It's going to be crazy. Like, we're not... I'll see when we use books again. I don't know. I don't know when that's going to happen, but sooner or later. Everything's instant cancel. Yeah, I got to get out of the habit of, like, delaying. I noticed that watching people playing ABXL, they're not delaying at all. They're just, like, cooking through his skills. Like you were doing, man. They're just, like, spamming through everything and landing on the 4. And then, like, waiting on the cooldown on the 4. And then anything they can hit, and then the 4. That's pretty much how it goes. Are there 2 vids? There's 2 vids. What's up, Vid? What's up, both of you guys? Funny. I didn't even know you were in here. Okay. Let's let Hulk rip it up. I'm glad we don't like, that's the other thing that's nice, is not having to care as much about Wolverine's second potential and stuff. Like, it can take as long as it needs to take now. We don't really have to give a shit, which is so nice. All right, go ahead and take that. Who cares? Physical attack. That physical attack. Get in there and attack physically. Yeah. With a proc? I wouldn't use Strange with a proc. Hell no. I think he was just saying that he wasn't saying to use a proc obelisk. I don't think he was just saying you don't need to be like delaying on the 5 or delaying on this or that. You can just go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, whatever's up for. It's just kind of the way it goes. You don't need to be doing the weird delays that I was doing and stuff. I think that's what he was pointing out. Yeah, dude, he's a beast. He is a beastie boy. Still, I don't understand that timing. One of these days, someday, I thought I had it for like a week. We were doing good, and then something happened. Yeah. I'm really interested in this like referral program thing they added to the game and what that's going to look like. That'll be interesting, especially for live streamers, because we'll be able to help each other out getting that thing figured out. Wait, what's going on here? What is even happening? Which moves are you doing? Make up your mind, no? You guys play any musical instruments? Anybody play music? I like music a lot. I don't think I've ever really talked about music on stream. Just teaching my niece drums, I guess, is the only thing I mentioned. Good for the soul. Good for the soul. Nice. Love piano. Never good at it. Always loved it, though. That's not actually, like, my fondness for it has grown a lot in my adult life. Nice. Guitars. Love it. I started out playing guitar. Love me a guitar. Awesome, man. It's good to see people are playing music, man. It's really good. I hate to see that kind of fall out of, you know, like, popularity. Or humans. I don't know. BlueStacks decided we needed to run off into the corner, so we'll see if we have to do this again. Oh my gosh. Are you fucking kidding me? There we go. Give me a break. Nice. Lots of piano. Cello. I love a cello. What's going on, Victor? Nice. Very cool. Hey, listening to music is fantastic. Not to be underrated. Because a lot of people don't even do much of that, frankly. Andrew Foy. I don't know Andrew Foy. I'll look that up. I always like a good guitar player. All right. Tumo. Take some energy damage. And take him so he can get his potential. Yeah, you got it. Congrats, dude. Our rewards from Zombie Survival. I do have a proc up, like a rage on, right? A mini rage? What are you doing, no? Oh, he's dying. That was just really sloppy. My goodness. My goodness. Ooh, so close. Go. Wrap this guy up. There we go. Nice. Alright. One more here. Cooking. Let's go. Jeez, the combat books are on fire today. Level 60 Gamora. I mean, it is the answer, kind of bread and cheese, because it's like, yeah, you don't want to waste the value of it by using it on someone you've already put resources into, because it really is just about skipping that process of leveling from 60 to 70. So if your plan is to get Gamora's uniform and use her, then yeah, use it on Gamora instead of the 62, 63, or 64 character. Oh, thanks, Ariels. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do a Mythogrift today. Yeah, if you want to open, I'll dip into it 100%. I don't know if we'll sit there and grind out any Mythogriffs today as far as grinding essence, but happy to come along and get one of our completions for the day and maybe dip in a few times. Let's grab this last clear here. You get a Transcended Potential Selector tomorrow. Oh, from the login event, huh? Do we get it tomorrow? Is that tomorrow? No. That's tomorrow. Bro, I don't even know what we're getting. This is what I'm talking about. We get so much crazy stuff. All right, if you don't have Sif yet, Sif with her uniform, Sadhanshu? Is that how you say your name? Something like that. She is incredible as a support and will definitely help you if you get her uniform for the anniversary. She gives you a bunch of extra damage to boss type enemies, which is really good against World Boss Legend bosses. So she can be a really good pick from that selector. You also get a selector from your login event, and that'll be a more difficult choice when you get there, but you'll make that choice when you get there. Oh yeah. You also could wait. I don't know how long the expiry is in your... I don't think Red Guardian's going to be meta, but we'll see. But you could hold on to it for the next couple days, at least to see the patch notes, which are dropping, what, day after tomorrow? So in like under 48 hours, they'll drop the patch notes for the update, and we'll be able to get a better look at Red Guardian. Again, I don't know how long the expiry is, though, so make sure it doesn't expire. Like, we may only get 2 days or 24 hours, but it'll only be after you get it 24 hours till we can find out about the patch notes. Because, yeah, Red Guardian is in those Transcendent Potential selectors, I believe. So he may be an option for people if he ends up being really, really good. I really liked his belly flop skill, but, like, seeing his skills, I'm pretty skeptical that he's going to be any kind of, like, crazy meta character. Jeez, Thor just... Or that guy up. It is crazy how much stronger this guy is than any of our other characters. He just makes Loki look so bad. Why you gotta crap on your brother like that, bro? It's not even nice. Not even nice. You unlock World Boss Legend. Hey, Dark Pendant. Good to see you, by the way. You unlock World Boss Legend by having 3 transcended potential or tier 3 characters to use in World Boss Legend and clearing World Boss Ultimate Thanos 5 times to unlock Null. And then there's a little, like, you go down to the little button on the right and there'll be unlock challenges for the boss, and you just complete those challenges by clicking on them, and then you're into World Boss Legend. Bam, there we go. Patience is going to be hugely valuable through this whole event. Everybody's going to want to use their selectors, do this, do that. The more information you can wait on, the more information you can have for every choice that you make during this anniversary, the better. Don't stall too long and use things due to expiries. Really pay attention to how long things will last. But yeah, what Sahaj is saying is totally true. The more information we can get for any choice, the better. Like, everybody's talking about the tier 4 selector. We need to see who's in it. We don't even know still who's in it. If it's just those 5 characters, yeah, we've speculated about it a bunch, but again, we don't even know. We don't even know who we gonna get. All right, let's see here. Jump on in. Just gonna keep it moving so we can get to a few account helps before we end the stream today. And like I said, I'm gonna make it a little quick today. Because we are going to be working overtime for the next week, folks. We are going to be working overtime. And it's going to be really fun. I'm like super excited, honestly. Really pumped for the anniversary. I'd be pumped if I wasn't streaming, but with the live stream and stuff, this is going to be an absolute blast. All right, Ariel, sounds good. Jump in there with you. Thanks a lot for the heads up. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll see about that, Dr. Curry. We'll see. I don't know about Red Guardian meta. I don't know if that's, yeah, even going to be a thing. We're just going to take this team. The lead works. Not the best team for farming, but we're not even farming, eh? We're just grabbing some cubes, and I think we're just about at that 10K mark, by the way. So we're ready to fully craft our last premium card when we get it. We don't know if he's going to be good yet. That's what I mean about patience. We're going to have to wait and see. That's going to be one of the hardest ones for people. Everybody for days is going to be, should I buy Sentry? Should I buy Sentry? And my answer for days is probably going to be, I don't know. We're going to have to wait. I'm going to let the big boys test him. I will do what probably most of you will be doing, but if you're not, I'll do it for you. I'm going to watch Alex. I'm going to watch Commander. I'm going to watch all these guys. We'll see Beast Mode. We'll see what they come up with. Malkoth. These guys will all buy the uniform and test it. We're on a free-to-play account as our main, so we can't, like, buy Sentry and test him. We have to rely on other people's testing. But as soon as I have that information, I will absolutely relay it to all of you. And if he is, we will be jumping into the Epic Quest most likely to start pushing through that. Just for funsies, I can tell you guys again, really quick, for anyone who's wondering. And this is just kind of the costs from the research parts of the Sentry Epic Quest. So basically the parts where it asks you for a lot of materials, where you actually have to pay in. The Epic Quest is going to cost you 3,200 Essence of Dimension, 2,500 TCP, 2,500 CCF, 1,200 Phoenix Feathers, 3 rank 8 Black Antimatter, 4 rank 6, 5 rank 5, and 6 rank 4. Just to know, just so you guys know about the costs, because it's not like you can just go, oh, I'm just going to go do the Sentry Epic Quest, blah-de-da, and I'll have them done in a week. Probably not, man, unless you got a lot of material saved up. You got to go through 3 or 4 missions where you're going to have to get do dimension missions or whatever, and just through RNG randomly acquire completions for this mission. You need like 30, then 40, then 50. Takes a long time. So we're going to be calculated about when we start pushing through that epic quest. But that's part of why we're hoarding, part of why we're saving. We don't really know who we're going to be putting our resources into next because we don't know who is going to be meta. We don't know who we're going to have access to. We have that Thunderbolts chest coming from the live stream event. It's going to everybody, whether you saw the live stream or not, or put in the coupon code. It doesn't matter. The coupon code was broken, so everybody will be getting the chest. For all we know, that chest can contain the premium characters. I highly doubt it. I imagine that chest contains Red Guardian, Bucky, you know, all the easier ones to get. But it may have Yelena and Ghost in it. There's a chance. So, who knows, man? Who knows what's happening? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Thanks so much for the Rift Aerials. I appreciate that. Gonna jump out and do Alliance Battle Normal real quick. Then we'll jump back in and collect our rewards. And keep it moving. Yeah, but 3,000 materials is, you know, when you're like we are and you're like building constantly, 3,000 materials is an amount we need to budget for. And that's why I guess I'm like saying that is not to scare anyone away from doing the Sentry Epic Quest. Just know that after all those expenses, you have a, what is it, level 60 tier 3 Sentry. You still have to take him to 70, you still have to take him to 80, you still have to do all his gears, and you still gotta take him to tier 4. Incredibly expensive. So, we'll see. Is he 70? Yeah, he's 70 when you're done with the Epic Quest. Is that right? Is he 70 or 60? I actually don't know. I've never built him. 70 is given? Okay, good. Good. With all those costs. That's greatly appreciated. So, nice. At least you get him at level 70. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Good news. Yeah, like all our tier 3 materials are like dried up. We got nothing. Wolverine bled us dry because he's a hungry boy. But we're going to get a bunch of materials. Not in a hurry, though. I guess that's where I'm at and why I like put hoarding and planning in the title of this live stream. Like, we're probably just going to not build any more tier 3s or transcended characters and let the anniversary just kind of settle and just hoard our materials because the progress is going to be insane over the next week for our account. We don't need to worry about pushing for one more transcended character. I want to see what we have once we've done all the selectors and everything. Maybe we just go straight into the Sentry Epic Quest. I don't know, you know. It's going to be really fun. Figure out what we're doing next. Yeah, gears are going to be a pain. Yep. Yeah, it's very expensive. And that's really like new players. Really good to let you know that these native tier 3 characters are very expensive. Everyone's going to be talking about building Sentry or building Null or whoever. If you're brand new to the game, these are not characters that you should probably be focusing on building, especially if you're free to play. If you're paying to play, it's hard to say. I don't know how fast you could like, you know, how fast you could build up Null, or I guess it would depend on how much money you wanted to put into it. Yikers. Yeah, so this is our doo-doo day, and this is why we're looking for Captain Marvel. She's going to be a big one for our account. We can score, what? We score garbage here. It's really bad. It's like, oh, look at that. Yeah, girl. Yeah, get there. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Working on the gears. We're going to tier 2 her. If you didn't think I was working on tier 2 Phyla-Vell behind the scenes, oh, you were mistaken. There she is. So yeah, we just don't have options here. This really sucks balls. We've got, what, Clea for our cancel? Nice, nice. Yeah, literally our only cancel is freaking Clea. Well, why was that like that? Why did I have it? What? I don't even know. Probably because I didn't care. Probably because I was just like, we can't score. Anyways, so let's do what we do. I think Sylvie is seriously still our best damage dealer here. She's so buns, yeah, for sure. Yeah, she probably could, huh, with no uniform, but we're just gonna get Captain Marvel and get it done. We'll get her for the anniversary, plus all the other perks we get from her. 3, 5, 4. That's right. So we'll try and just score some points here. Maybe someday we'll get 1 million. Doubt it. She's gonna struggle for a couple 100,000, man. She's just not good. She just not good, man. She's also level 60. So there is that, huh? I shouldn't be talking smack. If she was tier 3, she'd probably be kind of cooking right now. Very easy to play, Sylvie. I can't believe I actually got the cancel. I had no idea where I was going or what I was doing. We got her. That's hilarious. Oh, clear run. Oh, God, clear run. Save yourself. $200K? Oh yeah, we're gonna go see Thunderbolts in the theater for funsies. We have a theater where I live that's like really old and funky. I've mentioned a few times I live in kind of a rural area, you know? And we have this old theater in the town that's like south of us a ways. I don't even know what happened there. And it's got this theater, dude, and it's this funky little like one-screen theater, but they show like current movies. They show all the Marvel movies and stuff, and they have like these like couches that you can get to watch movies, and no one lives out here, so we get them like every time. So we're gonna go sit in our love seat recliners and watch Thunderbolts in the theaters. It'll be fun. It's always a good time. Nice and cheap too, comparatively, because it's small town life. No big theater amenities. Yeah, ain't nothing for it now. We got no cancel. We got no cancel. Ah. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, man. Take care, Sahaj. Have a great night, brother. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna go see Fantastic Four as well. We usually go see the big, like, sci-fi horror nerd bangers in the theater there. You know, a lot of the times it does. What's up, Dark Knight? We love it out here, man, because we get this great combination of, like, we're not so far from the cities that we can't, like, get out and do whatever we need to do, but we are far enough out that there are, like, woods and wilderness and hikes and simple life for us, man. It's really nice. Really nice. All right. We'll just hang our heads in shame and walk away from our no requirements ABL day that we can't do. I don't think I can send you a friend request, Bread and Cheese, but we're going to do account help here in 3, 2, 1 right now. So go ahead and put some IGNs up. I'm going to grab one more for this first set. Jerry1711, are you in here, brother? I don't know if Jerry's in here. I may have to drop his thing in his comment, in which case I'll take 2. If you want some account help, go ahead and throw your IGNs up. I just grab them in chunks of 3. Kind of just take the first ones I see. Try not to flex. We're here to help people, not show off people's accounts. There's another way to do that if you want to show off. You got to win the sneak peek game. I think, let's see. I don't think Jerry's here. I'm not seeing Jerry, so I will look at his after stream and drop it in the comments. We've got 2, 3. We've got 3. We're good. We're good. I'm gonna grab Chance here. Cristiano too. I'm putting you on one. We're just gonna break the rules because the rules are ours to break. Okay. Let's start with these guys. Let's get into it. Oh, slow down, slow down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Give me those rewards. Now we can go in here and do some account help. Don't forget to send your points every day. Send and acquire. Send and acquire every day. Don't be that guy that doesn't help your people out. Nobody likes that guy. There's certain things that when I see them, I don't not do them. So we got to get that on cooldown. There we go. All right. Bread and cheese. Let's take a look. What you got going on, brother? Level 56 account level. Nice. So pretty new here. Just starting out. Let's take a look at the old cards. White Fox. Grats on that. Great premium card to start out with. You got your strange cards. You got Star-Lord. Looking good. An all basics roll. Nice 6 quality on that with all basics. These two stats are icky, but who cares? I don't know this one very well. Yeah, this is one of the less desirable what ifs. You probably want to replace this one pretty soon if you can. Yeah. What do you got rolled on these? 3 quality. Proc when attacking. All defense, energy defense. This one could use a reroll when you get around to it. Crit rate, energy attack, mind resist. This one's not as bad. This one's like okay-ish. The energy attack crit rate's decent, and then 4 quality is passable. I think this is the one. This is the all attacks proc when you are hit, I believe, on this one. That would replace the mind resist, maybe. But I wouldn't reroll it. Looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. You got 2 blue stars crafted on this, so looking good so far. Looking good. Hopefully you get some pierce on this bad boy when you finish crafting that up. All right, all right. Yeah, keep working on your swords. I hope you caught the challenges in this season of Otherworld Battle that is ending now-ish. You still have a little bit of time. I'm checking, so I don't give people bad advice. Joe, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not what I meant. Did I? I did my dailies, right? Yeah. I scared myself. I do this every day religiously. I don't mess around with this game mode. I do it every single day. You got 27 minutes to do your challenge. You can't do them. So hopefully you got your challenges done, folks, for the season. The season is ending. We're rolling into the new season now. Sorry, that was like confusing. I was thinking about a lot of things at the same time. So when that season starts, you guys will be able to go in there and get your... clear ticket, just a bunch of runs to get all the seasonal challenges done, to get a bunch of materials for your swords and try to roll up better swords. You've got like no cooldown, but you're still building your swords, so it's fine. Don't worry about that. Just go for like 4-star swords, 4 gem, swords. And then once you have 4 gem swords, you can try eventually to re-roll them for some cooldown duration here, because it's nice to get some cooldown on your swords. As well as your cards, so you're not just relying on cards for cooldown reduction. Okay, kind of an interesting lineup here. It's very different from what we see a lot of the time. So it looks like maybe you're a returning player. Is that right, Bread and Cheese? Are you in here? Where are you? I don't know if you said anything. Looks like, yeah, it looks like you're a returning player. Okay. So you got a few uniforms here, and you just played a little bit, it looks like. So... this is good. Got a CT. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. But yeah, and this is bad. So when you get all these discounts on the anniversary, God, dude, you actually might. This is tough. I'm going to give you 2 routes of advice here, Bread and Cheese, and you can decide which one you want to take, right? So you have some issues here. You have old uniforms, obviously, because you played for a while, bought some uniforms, and then came back. Like, Back to Basics is not the worst uniform, but it has fallen off. It is not good anymore. You might get a little bit of PvE performance out of this, but it never was that great in PvE anyways. And you've got a lot of that. You've got, like... Ant-Man uniform here. You've got Doc Ock, who still works but is falling out of the meta. Really, that's it, huh? Did you like take a... I'm confused because you have your Doctor Strange cards, so you must have started, took a small break, and then come back. Is that right? Because you got your Doctor Strange cards from the login, and it looks like you actually got your Transcended Potential characters, okay, from the logins. Yeah, your uniform choices here are brutal. They're really tough. And you're really pretty early in, you're not so early in the game though. You could consider restarting. I'm watching my language around telling you that because it's kind of a bad time to do it. So maybe don't, just hang in there, get your anniversary rewards. When you get the discounts and everything, you want to get this judgment off of Captain America. You look into this. I don't know that this belongs here either. I think that you want this to be mighty and you want it somewhere else. Careful doing stuff like this. You should never put a 4-star artifact onto a character that's not going to use it. Artifacts are kind of a weird system, and they really only benefit the characters they're for the most part. You really want them to be the right instinct and the right passive. Other than that, this artifact here that you equipped could have been used to re-roll the instinct on another 4-star artifact that you needed for somebody. So just keep that in mind with artifacts. They don't provide you a lot of power when you equip them. Like this is doing nothing for your Ant-Man. This is simply a waste of essence. You could have just broken that down into some more essence to roll for good artifacts. You need to go get there's a free-to-play account guide on the channel, which will walk you through a lot of the good uniforms. Hang tight on your uniform spending. Wait for the anniversary. Wait to see who we get. Wait to see who's meta. And then you really need to update your uniforms. Your cards are looking okay. Keep working with them. You're doing good. Swords, it's the same thing. Just keep plowing forward. You need to reassess top to bottom how you're dealing with uniforms on this account, because you don't have like hardly any that are relevant. This one is good. This one is good. This one is goodish. But the rest of like what you've got going on here, you really need some like powerful DPS carry uniforms. So you've got Venom, excuse me, going up to 64 here. And you've also got a lot of characters in weird stages of leveling. And you want to watch doing that. You want to try and focus on one character at a time. So I would do that. I would try and focus, streamline on who you're building, build one character at a time, focus on them. Yeah, and really like maybe watch some of those new player videos, because I don't want to sit here and go through like every uniform and who's good and who's not, especially since we have some meta changes coming up. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Hold on to your anniversary crystals. Start thinking about your uniforms. Maybe go into the uniform thing here and start favoriting some to kind of think about what you want. Look at supports, look at your DPS carries, and get a plan, because you're going to get a lot of crystals, and it looks like a lot of them need to go to uniforms, my friend. And hopefully some of that is helpful for you. Gonna move on to number 2. Let's see what we got. That did not work. If that was your name, I either copied it wrong, spelled it wrong, or you spelled it wrong. Or you're already on my friends list, but I don't. Is that what it says when you're already on my friends list? I don't know. Let's see what we got here. 111. Okay. So you got good cards here. The Gwenpool card is interesting, but you know, I don't know. It's not crafted yet. This is dope. What, so when I pull these up, like Bobby, if you want to give us a heads up on like, it's up to you whether you want to tell us if you're spending or not. What's up, Ruthless? You know, how long you've been playing, any info you can give us helps, like giving you advice, because I don't know how long this account's been active, how long you've been playing. Looks like a while, because you've got some seasonal uniforms and some power, so. Oh, okay, is this you, Chance? This is Chance, okay. You're waiting to switch out Gwenpool, nice, nice. I wasn't gonna be like rude about it, but it looked like maybe that was the case because you hadn't crafted it yet and you had all these crafted. This one's looking pretty damn good, brother. You know what you're doing here, I'm sure. Again, you just need some rerolls on your bonus options. They're pretty struggle bus. Yeah, all your bonus options are brutal. Okay, so people used to say, fully craft your card before you roll the bonus options. I think maybe things used to be different and they changed something. Is this, oh, this is the Ask Panther card. Oh, I didn't even notice because I took it for granted. Victor. Oh, that sucks. Well, keep it for now. I mean, what you gonna do? You got cold resist here and stuff. Yeah, this is the less, when I say less desirable, I mean, people don't use this one. Yeah, I don't know how you got 6 blue stars here, but keep the Pierce for now. The problem here with this card, to my knowledge, right, why it's less desirable, without getting into the bonus options and stuff, you've got cooldown and ignore defense on main stats, which are both going to get capped super easy once all your cards are crafted. So you're just going to have this weird overcapping on 2 main stats that could have been like attack and attack, you know, or whatever, attack speed and energy attack, or all attacks or whatever. And that's generally why cards like this are considered bad. Yeah. Gotcha. Here's your first one. So yeah, now, not dogging on you, this is a great thing to point out. So you got this and you didn't know better. Totally understand. So you crafted this to 6 blue stars, right? And now you're like stuck with it. And this is such a funny thing that happens. So now Chance has 5% pierce on this less desirable card. So it's going to hang in for a while. But eventually, when you're perfecting this card set, this will probably get replaced. Because this ignored defense and cooldown duration are going to be major bothers later down the road. Pretty crazy stuff. Cool to look at. Nice, you got some good looking swords. Cooldowns at 777. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go. Nice, looking good, man. You got a couple really good swords in here. Yeah, and you got some decent cooldowns, so definitely working on that. Do you have any specific questions about your roster? I assume you're tier 4ing Strange. That's like with the event. I imagine that's your plan. Looks like that's what you're lined up for. Yeah, man. You got a lot of good stuff here, dude. Where are you at in dispatch, Chance? $13,100. Okay, okay. Gotcha. All right. Oh, man, yeah, you got tons of good stuff in here. There's not much I can tell you about your roster, homie. You look like you kind of got a plan. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got tier 4. You got Strange ready to go. You don't know how to get further in dispatch. I got a little further than that, but I think it was probably cards, all the procs stacking up and stuff, and Loki. I was like abusing Loki, Strange, and like Thor. So you're pushed up pretty far. Like, that's good. 13-1 is Scourge, right? Scourge is a pain in the ass. I need to do some more research on that guy. I don't know exactly why he brick walls people so hard, but he does. Yeah, you got great supports going on. You've even got paywall support here. I mean, if you've got this uniform, like, bring this character up. I think she's actually going to be quite beneficial in the new PvP mode and Otherworld battle. So don't leave these guys with uniforms hanging down here. I mean, that's an old uniform, so maybe not with that, but... Oh, and there's the Assy magic. Yeah, and you got Daredevils. What is it? That's an interesting... That's an old uniform. So you must have come back. Yeah, you don't really know what you're focusing on right now. So focus, I mean, you've got tier 4 Strange you can focus on. You've got your Thor with a Judgment, dude, so that's great. You should be able to... Have you tried using, like, a Strange lead, Thor, and, I don't know, like Hulk for dispatch? That doesn't break you through 13-1 with Zombie Strange lead? Okay. Yeah, yep. What Victor said. So you've got Strange for the event. Thor makes a great tier 4. You've already got the Judgment. As soon as I saw that, I was like, use one of your tier 4 discounts to get him up. You've got the CTP. I'd take her to 80 for sure, just so you have her for ABX, because you have the uniform. She's gonna be good. You're not struggling for like World Boss Legend clears and shit. So yeah, just you take him to tier 4. Take him to tier 4. She is a great tier 4 for PvE at this point, and PvP. We'll see what happens with this new game mode. Gene might open back up because we're gonna be using a lot more of the old meta and stuff. You got lots of great supports. So yeah, and we've got a tier 4 selector, man. So there's a good plan. Strange, Thor, focus on that. You've got a selector coming. You could take Venom tier 4 out of that and grab yourself another quick tier 4. I don't know about tier 4ing Namor just for dispatch. As much as I love that, like, you know, that's why I asked him where he was at in dispatch. But yeah, I can't in good conscience recommend that anyone tier 4 Namor for one stage of dispatch, even though it is a hell of a stage that he just claps for whatever reason. Cool, man. Hopefully that's a little bit, hopefully that helps you get a little bit of a plan going moving forward. Just kind of hone in on a few of those tier 4s. Work on getting your card set ironed out. As far as fixing this, just keep crafting, like craft this card up, re-roll it, try and get your blue stars, and then maybe start crafting your cable card. And a big one for you, man, is re-roll your bonus options, yeah? I feel like if you re-rolled some of these crappier bonus options on these cards, you'd actually feel it. It'd make a difference for you. All right, one more on this list here. Oh, nope, it didn't work, so I'm going to grab 3 more names here. I want to get Drago. You've been in here forever. Is this your IGN? We haven't looked at yours yet, have we? Take a look at yours, and then I need 2 other ones. This here because you've been around a bunch. And let's grab. Oh, okay, that's your. Got the wrong thing for you. Where did it go? Hold on, chat. Don't run away. Oh, and one more. Try and just get them in the order they came here. And I say this every time. I'll say it again, guys. I don't have a way to do this that's super duper fair, so I'm just trying to make sure it's people we haven't looked at before. I give a little bit of priority to people who have been in the live streams for like a month, but other than that, I'm just like, we're doing it on the honor system. If we've looked at your account, please don't ask us to do it again unless it's been a while. If you don't have any like actual questions or help that you need, there's a lot of people that do, so try to take care of those folks. Okay, so I see you've got like the PvP team, which is sweet. But what else you got going on? Nice, you got some powerhouse. Okay, so you got some funds in this bad boy. Okay, wowzers. So good, this will be interesting. We can actually maybe give you some advice here. Who am I looking at? We're looking at Ruthless right now, yeah? Okay. Ruthless Pat. So swords, let's start swords and we'll work our way over. So with your swords, just cool down. Keep rolling them. Don't neglect these. Your characters on your account are so much more developed than your swords. So you have a lot of room you can catch up here. The Otherworld battle season's just about to change. Get in there, clear all those challenges. There's one challenge in there in particular for a bunch of Rune of the Unknown. If that's what you need, it's to win 60 times, I believe. So make sure you get that one. And then there's also ones to buy buffs. If you need to use some of the currency, you have a bunch of tier 4 characters. You don't have very good swords. So consider buying a couple buffs. It'll give you a bunch of extra Runes of the Unknown if that's what you need to roll these swords. Yeah, so good. I'm glad we're talking about swords. So yeah, just get in there and use clear tickets to just run the challenges for Otherworld battle. Get a bunch of the materials, and then you can just like bulk craft, or you can do it how I do it, where I just like maybe bulk craft 5 or 10 if I'm looking for multiple swords. And then I just kind of slowly take up the ones that are closer to what I want, just because I like to take time. And then if I get them up to 4 gems or so, and then they brick, like they're not good anymore, sometimes I'll do the 5th and the 6th roll to keep that 6 gem sword, the crappy one, as a reroll for my other swords. Because you can, for anyone who doesn't know, who taught me this? Was it you, Kush, or Victor? I don't remember. One of you guys showed me this weeks ago. I always try to go to Otherworld battle through that menu. It's so annoying. Jeez, man. Learn to click, right? I wasn't even trying to go to Otherworld battle. Oh my god. Swords. Man of swords. For people who don't know, you can take your swords, right? Like, where's the one I'm looking at? This guy. Only has 1.83% cooldown on it, right? Well, this can actually roll up to 4% on all your swords. All the cooldown stats can be 4% cooldown. So I just want everyone to know, 6 gem swords like this that brick, that are terrible, you can use them to change the options on your swords that you're using. So I could go for higher cooldown reduction here, or whatever. If I was in a place where I was a whale, you can actually lock options here and try for perfect swords. But anyways, yeah, getting cooldown reductions on your swords can help take the pressure off of your cards, which is really nice. But these are looking, actually, you're getting 31.5% all attack. Oh, these are my, these do look decent. Those are our swords. Just kidding. All right, let's go back in here. Let's get back to your account. Oh, that's funny. There we go. There's the ones. There, I was like, that is way more all attack. You can get this up to 20% all attack right here in moments. Like, you could go do it right now. You just need the season to reset, and you could easily get this up to 20%. It looks like you tried to do the thing here where you're equipping 2 pinks, 2 reds, an orange, and a green. Not really how I roll. I prefer to just do 1 of each color, level them all up. I know you get like physical attack and energy attack for having the 6 red gems or whatever, or 6 orange, is it? I don't know. And the pink. I don't like to do that. I just go for the all attack, get the swords situated how they're going to be in the end, 1 of each color, and go from there. Let's look at your cards. Cards. The cards will tell. Optionals. For sure, optionals. Those are rough. Unless you're going for PvP optionals. I don't know. It's a lot of defensive stats, but it's still 3 quality. And I doubt that's what you're trying to do. This is nice. This is real nice, man. Oh, defense, lightning resist, recovery rate. This one could use better bonus options. Gotcha. Yeah, so bonus options on this for sure. Some of your bonus options could be re-rolled. This one's tricky. I don't know, man. I don't know how people deal with this, because, like, for me, I don't know. You'd have to weigh the stat gain and loss, because, like, recovery rate and dodge are not very optimal bonus stats. In fact, they're, like, definitely not top tier. So you could re-roll this for better bonus stats, but you are at 5 quality, so it's a tough call. I think with 5, eventually, like, maybe not now, since you have so many other options, right? But in the future, you know, you may consider re-rolling that even with the 5 quality. And you just finishing up your cable card. Yeah, crafting. Crit, attack speed. This is actually decent. This is rolled decent. Not too bad. Cool, man. So yeah, just some of those bonus options could be better. You've got lots of Pierce. Looking good. And then as far as tier 4s go, Oh man, yeah, you got a pretty developed account here. You got quite a bit of goodies. I mean, obviously we got Centuries Uni coming out, so you'll want to keep your eyes on that. This guy, I don't know, like, will fall out of use at some point and is still absolutely fire. So might consider putting some kind of priority on building Ghost Rider. It's up to you. Not sure about the destruction on him. I don't know a ton about CTP of destruction. I need to learn more about this, but I know it's not super desirable, and without making it mighty, I think it's one of those ones that's pretty close to just being as good as an obelisk in some ways. What does it give you? Penetration. Let's read, and we'll learn. It's going to give us crit damage. It's going to give us guard break immunity and penetration. Yowzers. This is not good at all. I don't know how bad he needs this penetration. I don't think he does, like, at all. So I don't know. But anyways, CTP of Conquest. Brilliant CTP of Conquest. Looking smexy. Mighty CTP of Rage. Mighty CTP of Rage. And give them the one you have on Spider-Man. That's, oh gosh, dude. That's sort of above my pay grade. I think, isn't Greed Null's? Yeah, Greed is Null's CTP. But you've got a brilliant Conquest on here with all attack defenses. That might be a question for someone who knows a little more about PvP than I do. I don't know the exact, like, I don't know how to weigh a brilliant Conquest against a mighty Greed, if that makes sense. A little, like, out of my knowledge base. It's actually something I'm working on right now behind the scenes, is understanding all the high-end CTPs better, because it's a system I never really got involved in because I was playing free-to-play when all this was added. and re-rolled a few times. So, man, you just got Destructions haunting you is the problem. Mighty Destruction, Energy on Adam, another Conquest on. Yeah, you might. I would look into it because, yeah, Greed is Null's CTP, I believe. And if it's not that big of a deal for you to unequip this may be better served on someone else. Let me see here. Yeah, like this may be better served somewhere else, eh? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You'll have to see how that pans out, I guess. Right? Yeah, you have so many choices here that it's hard for me to even narrow down. You do have some real powerhouse characters that are hanging down here out of the 80 tier 4 range that you may want to look at, obviously. Like Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, things like that you may want to consider. Ghost Rider especially, man, like this, I don't know. You'll feel about this however you feel about this. I love this uniform. Love the chainsaw. Love the looks. It's absolutely beast mode in like several game modes. I were you, I would want to play with this guy before his uniform is no longer relevant. But that's just me. And I don't know how close we are to that happening. I think he's still really, really good. So there you go. Did you have any other specific questions, Pat, that you want to talk about? I don't know. So like I said, you got an expansive roster here. As far as making choices about who you tier 4 next and stuff, that's going to be tough. All right, if you don't got anything specifically, right on, man. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Wasn't a ton, but a little bit of stuff to focus on. All right, we are going to take a look at Drago next. Make me use my hands. Huh. Rude. Level 70 badge. Okay, let's start here and move down. Okay, you got the double pinks, double pink, just double pink. Not double orange, huh? It's 15%? Yeah, I don't know. I wonder, I should look into that more, exactly how that weighs out, doing one of each color versus stacking swords and what that means for you. I mean, because it's not a big deal to change it in the future. So I don't know. Anyways, wowzers, dude. You know what's going on here. I'm going to get out of here. You know what you're doing in there. Let's take a look at your cards. Nice 6 quality. Nice, dude. Ooh. Screen mine resist. Dude. You're over here cooking, bro. You're over here cooking. Trying to get them last 2 blue stars on that Guardians of the Galaxy card. That's for sure. All right, there's the Black Panther card we're looking for. 166. Yeah, because you can see that other one. This one has cooldown, but no ignore defense. And it's got crit damage and all basic attacks as main stats. That's quite good. Lightning resist, ignore defense, attack speed. Still decent optionals, but lower quality. Not bad. And then you've got both strange cards. Yeah, you did. I'd say so, man. That's awesome. That's a good looking card. If you could lock an attack blue star on this 6th slot, woo-wee. You're looking good, man. You got your strange cards here. That's tough. Nah, I would re-roll this, brother. I would re-roll this. Easy re-roll on this. You've got 5 quality, but the quality is only affecting your cooldown duration. I mean, it's affecting these stats as well, but it doesn't affect the pierce damage. So quality is actually like less desirable in a way on the Doctor Strange cards, and you could get much better optionals on this card. Much better. In fact, these are some of the this is impressively bad optionals. So that's a quick reroll on that. Yeah, and I thought you might be because you have so much on your swords. So yeah, dude, this is an easy reroll with a mythic card or two. You barely even have it. You can't lose. You literally can't lose rerolling this card. If you're overcapped on cooldown, just reroll that sucker. Same with this, man. Same thing. Even if you need the ignore defense, these are like the only optional you have here that's desirable is crit rate. You can roll both these cards to give you tons more power on your account right now. Crit damage, mind resist, dodge. The quality here, so the quality here is affecting both ignore defense and energy attack, and it has all basic attacks, crit damage, and 5 quality. This is more, right? This is more where you want to be for those early cards. but looking pretty damn good. And your swords are looking good. Man, you're looking really good for where you're at, dude. That was a lucky craft, wasn't it, on that Guardians of the Galaxy card? Looking good, man. So, yeah, you got some pickups I know you're looking at already, just looking at this. Yeah, you got your boys here. You're going to figure out where you're going, probably. You're nice. You're early like us, too, so... You look like you might be in a spot where Venom is just like the clutch choice from, yes, sir, from that tier 4 selector. If we only get the options that we saw in that banner, Venom would be a clutch pick for this account. Yep, no Wolverine uni. You do have Hulk, but getting Venom tier 4 just right, bam, would be so solid for your account. Massive damage in World Boss Legend, cover multiple ABXL and ABXL days for you. He'd probably score better than Hulk even, with Hulk at 70, obviously, and him at tier 480. He would just kill it. Yep, and then you got Doctor Strange to lock in. Probably lining that up. Yep. So you've got your... I would try for Doctor Strange if you can, man. Push for it, because Thor, you can use one of your native tier 1 account discounts on tier 4, right? So that you kind of are lining up that same thing that we are, where you can tier 4 Strange maybe, and then slap straight into one of your discounted native tier 1s right after that. Yeah, you got great options. This looks great, man. You got really good uniforms here. I imagine you're making pretty good progress. You've got good supports. Your cards look good. Your swords look good. This is pretty hot fire, man. You got M'Baku coming up. Like, this is a great way to start an account. For sure. You've got Red Guardian on deck. Dude. Yeah, man. This is actually like I know you actually wanted advice and help and stuff, but this is almost a flex. This is like so... To me, this is like killing it, dude. This is exactly what you want your new account to look like. Oh. Well, shoot. Then you had to go and say that. No, but I mean it, man. This looks really, really good. Like, you're doing really well. It just looks like good choices. And if you're following the guide I made, that's probably why it looks like really good choices to me. But, yeah, looking really good. You're lined up to benefit from this anniversary so much. I would watch the Venom pick for the tier 4 selector, try and get Strange tier 4, and then use your natural discounts on someone like Thor. Have you found any CTPs yet, Drago, or is it just... probably not, man. You are really early on this account. How many days in are you on this one? You're at 3K? Oh, nice. You're close. That's enough that you would probably benefit enough from the tier 2, native tier 2 discount on a tier 4 that you should go for it, dude, if you're at 3K Carbo. Because you can get up to easily 4.4, 4.5, or 5K by the time you need to actually spend into the discount. So, yeah, man. 42 days. Looking good, Drago. Keep it up, dude. You got good stuff going on. You got some stuff you can fix. You got tons of good stuff coming at you. Looking great, dude. Looking great. All right, we're going to take a look at vid. Boom, boom. And then I know there's 78 people in here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the patience, because I can only do so many of these at a time. I try to go kind of fast. Monday is the actual day we do account help. This is just sort of an extra one we're doing for fun. So this will probably be the last one I do today. I'm kind of losing my voice, and this was supposed to be a short stream, and it hasn't been. So I appreciate you all tremendously. If you can make it back on Monday. Oh, it's Jerry. Then a tenny. Hang out. We'll get yours, bro. I got you on the list. I'm glad you're here. I just need to talk quieter so I don't lose my voice. It's because me and the wife had a really good time yesterday. We actually got some chance to sit down and play Path of Exile 2 together for like hours yesterday. And we were talking and screaming and live streaming, then live streaming. My voice is kind of leaving. So 3.86 here. Let's see. 41 agent level. Who am I looking at? This is vid. All right. 41 agent level. So we're real new here. Real new. Okay, real new. Nice. Just starting out the gate. So yeah, the advice I'll give you here, you're doubling up swords. That's fine. With the season starting, just run your clear tickets. Get all those challenges done, right, vid? Snag all those materials right out the gate for the season and slam them into your swords. It'll help you get a bunch more account power right out the gate, get your account rolling strong, help clear those dispatch stages, all that good stuff. 6. Sure. I mean, it's not very good. This could, you know, whatever. You could replace that or not. This is definitely a like first set of cards. I can see that. So nice proc there with Fizz attack. This is decent, man. 6 quality. That looks real nice. All basics, crit damage, max HP, 5 quality. This one's pretty good. I can't. Oh, here we go. When attacking. Man, yeah, nice. So this one's probably good because the proc here is the one that you have to get hit to activate, which isn't the worst thing ever, especially when you're pushing early dispatch and in mode. Excuse me. When you first start playing, you get hit more. You're slower. You maybe aren't as experienced. And you're doing modes like dispatch and stuff where you actually get hit quite often. So I'm not saying reroll for the all attacks. Good. 5% chance when attacking, 20%. This is the same proc on the Ghost Rider card that everybody gets crazy about. Yeah, looking pretty damn good here. These optionals are tough. This optional's great. You could consider rerolling this if you get into a bunch of mythic cards. You're really early, so I would probably just chill on this proc and enjoy it. I like this card. A lot of people crap on this card, but I actually like this card when you're first starting an account, and this is a perfect example as to why. Ignore defense, cooldown, max HP, dodge, all attacks. It just has a lot of options to roll good stats. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thanks, Anastasis. That's crazy, guys. Woo! Cannot believe it. Thank you all for the subs. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate you all. Okay. So you got your Loki. Are you playing? Oh, you went Spider-Gwen. Okay. I don't see this pick that often, but I don't hate it. I think I said that in the guide. That, like, this is an option. It's just not the route I go. It's just not the one I pick. So you've got Spider-Gwen. And what's interesting about this is I think the model nil pick is a little better for PvE, right? Because you get that 200, or not PvE, excuse me, World Boss Legend. Because you get that 200% boost when they're below 30% health. And that can really clinch an early victory in World Boss Legend for you. But Gwenpool does some things in ABXL for early accounts that you cannot do with the path that I use. So she actually has benefits. She provides a cancel that we don't have. And she's also very good in a couple days of ABXL. So nice. So your dispatch team, you're probably, do you have Dr. Voodoo yet? So go ahead and grab and build Dr. Voodoo if you don't have him yet, to use his lead and then slap Loki and Gwenpool in your dispatch team and abuse the Dr. Voodoo lead, right? Until you get to 5-4. And when you get to 5-4, you'll probably be close to having Hulk tier 3. Hopefully. If not, that's fine. And then go for damage. Just throw in all 3 of these guys and see if they can burst him down. Because the Dr. Voodoo lead won't do anything on 5-4. You're on 9-1? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Good job, dude. That's killer. I didn't mean to exit out of that. That's like really good progress. Really good progress. How many days in did you say you were vid? 12 days, man. Good job. Yeah, that's 9-1. That's about right. Good job. That's like right on pace with like just killing it. Doing really good. Yeah, and then like the Venom pick for you is also just a killer tier 4 pick for this selector potentially, depending on who's in it. You get a massive amount of value. You skip him straight past 70, straight past tier 3, straight to tier 4. And he would just be a beast for your account. And then you don't have to worry about, you don't have Wolverine's uni, I assume, which is fine. You don't have any of that. This is a bummer, but whatever. I'm not going to harp on you for it. You don't want to get these old uniforms from the guided quest. You only want to get the couple new ones that are in there. And they're not even new. They're just old ones that are still relevant, like Loki and Hulk. They're their newest uniforms, but this is like 2 years old and this is a year old. No, it's not. It's like 8 months old, excuse me. Something like that, I think. Something like that. Anyways, you're killing it, brother. Keep it up. Yeah, with the anniversary coming, you've got an opportunity to get a lot of really strong uniforms here. You got Cersei coming up for another Transcendent Potential character to fill a slot, I assume. You got supports coming up. Yep, you got M'Baku waiting on a tier 2 ticket. Really nice. You could look at something like, because, are you playing free to play? Vid? I didn't ask, I should have asked. And I'll tell you the same thing. You're not obligated to tell me whether or not you pay for this game. I only ask to give you better advice. Okay, so you are playing free to play? Okay. In that case, I would... what was I going to say? Think about Captain Marvel. And you could consider the Legendary Battle for the CTP of Rage and the Radiant Runes. Because Captain Marvel is still meta in ABXL if you're not going to build Scarlet Witch. And... I think it's a good play. And you get the extra 500 crystal rebate from the Legendary Battle, which adds to the bonus spending for crystals, gets you a CTP of Rage for like your Strange, if you get Zombie Strange and stuff. Something to consider. Looking really good, dude. Looking really good. That's hot fire. Hot fire. All right, we're going to do one more. Because, Jerry, Sanitani, hit me with your IGN one more time. What is it? It was on that comment. Yeah, no, I just need your name one more time. It's in. It was on there. Yep, there you are. I had your first thing, and then I didn't see it in here, so I was just gonna go to the comment. But we will just go ahead and do it live. How'd I mess that up? Did I spell that wrong? Is it a capital J? Did I get an extra space in there? Might be capital J. Are you on my friends list? Am I tripping? Is it a capital? I don't know. Screwed that up. There you are. There you are. Okay, 180 badge level. Okay, so you've been playing for a little while, eh? Oh yeah, you got some of the goodies there. Do you have anything specific? You did. You had a specific question, Jerry, that you were trying to figure out. And I can't remember exactly what it was without looking at that comment. Let's see what you got here. 166. Not loving the optionals, but the quality's good. Nice attack stat on 6-star. Nice attack stat on the 6-star. This is gross, man. This is good stuff. Except the defenses, man. This is tough. I keep seeing this. I keep seeing high quality cards with terrible bonus options. The bummer. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell. You got a lot of work done on these cards. They look good. This one looks real nice. Wow. Yeah, look at that. You love to see it. Really nice. Crit rate, energy attack, blue star, 6 quality, 6 blue stars. Got the HP proc. This one you're probably still working on, I imagine. Trying to get this ironed out. This one, it looks like you still got a ways to go. You keeping the Gwenpool pick? You like this one? It's not terrible. I know some people that actually like, you know, I think this card gets dunked on more than it deserves, right? Like it's not that bad. Okay, you are going to replace it with Ghost Rider. There you go. Yeah, to round this more into a PvE set. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. What's up, Destroyer? No, we're going to finish up this last account help here. And then I have to call it for today, guys. I am pooped. It's been almost 2 hours. And this was supposed to be a short stream. I did not do a good job making it short. Your poor orange sword is just not quite there. Same with your red. What's your cooldown look like here? No cooldown on the swords? Am I seeing that right? Interesting. Are you after damage stats more on your swords? Do you like optimize them for damage stats? Okay. Yeah, that's obvious pick. Gonna wait and see what happens, I assume. Probably grab a rage for this guy, I imagine. Yeah. Get him all souped up. Okay, you got an energy on him. Destruction on Hella. Just peeking through real quick, peeking at what you got. Okay, Taskmaster with an insight. Yeah, unless you have like specific questions, man, you've got most, like, it's hard. It would take me a lot of time to look through something this developed to tell you really what you're missing. You know what I mean? Obviously, bringing M'Baku up's a good idea. He's a great support. But yeah. I'm curious. I'm looking for... Let's see here. You're probably going to have... Yep. Tier 4 Warstar Venom. So... What are you thinking for the selector, bro? Are you thinking Black Widow right now, maybe? Like, what are you looking at? What are you thinking for the selector? Oh, your spending list. Colossus and Doctor Strange Uni, plus the emblem pack. And then the rest on cards. Yeah, I mean, I like the Doctor Strange pick for sure, and I like Colossus for your account. That makes sense. If you want that, if you want to double up that buff to heroes and villains. Could see that for sure. Gosh, as far as what else to spend on. I mean, you could... Have you gotten the CTP of Rage, like from the Legendary Battle? And you could consider getting the CTP of Rage, the Radiant Runes, the ticket, and then 500 extra crystal rebate for the spending thing, but you've got 30,000 crystals, so you don't need to worry about it. I don't know, that just seems like a huge amount on card gambling, but yeah, dude. Yeah, man. If that's it, then Multiverse Saga is a huge recommendation for me for most people. Don't buy it before the crystal spending event, but once that comes, yeah, I'm going to be picking up Multiverse Saga. I think a lot of people should. Yeah, and you'll get the CTP selector, for sure. Yeah, that's the other reason I love that choice, especially for long-term players. I think that's a killer place to spend your money. Especially over, like, Epic Quests, man. I see people talking about buying Epic Quests right now, and I'm like, eesh. Especially with another one coming out soon, I would not mess with Epic Quests at all. I think that's a pretty good plan. Since you asked, Sanitani, I would probably personally look at spending a little more crystals somewhere else besides just gambling on cards. It depends. Yeah, I mean, you're in like late stage card stuff, so you kind of like need to do that if you want to accelerate it. But I guess without looking at the numbers, I feel like that's just a large portion of your crystals going to card gambling. Yeah, like you could do bingo. You could get the brilliant CTPs. You could get the 6-star sword selector. So let's look. Yeah, well, no, but then you get, so no. Because if he does the bingo, that's like 20,000 crystals. And then there ain't no card gambling. And you don't get any cards, really, from the bingo, right? So, yeah. Yeah, 13-1 is Scourge, my friend. I don't have a lot of great advice for Scourge. You kind of just have to get ripped. That's where Loki starts to fall off. And you kind of need to start getting into having tier 4 characters, real teams. Sector 13 of Dispatch between 13-1 and 13-5 is where everyone I hang out with is stuck. I'm kind of joking, but not really. All the people who are playing free-to-play accounts that are in this same sort of area, people that are 2 months later than us, people that are, stuck on 13-5. Tons of people stuck on 13.5. So don't feel bad if you're stuck on 13.1. Like I said, it's where you need to start building a real team. So you need to focus on a leadership and probably 2 strong tier 4 DPS to move through the rest of Dispatch. Or you can do a double support with 1 really, really strong DPS. I haven't had as much success with that, but you can try it. Most people run, I can just tell you, hopefully that helps, Sanitani, before I get all distracted. Hopefully that was some helpful information. Like I said, that seems like a lot of gambling on cards to me, but I also understand where you're coming from. So I guess I would maybe consider, I can't see everything you've bought, So I guess I would maybe consider a little more crystals on something else besides cards, but yeah, I think that's a decent plan, man, because you're like in late stage card crafting and you're going to need lots of rerolls to get those last blue stars and stuff. We'll grab all this while we're in here. Cha-ching. I love dispatch. You should love dispatch too. This is what we're running right now, my friend. As far as dispatch runs. This is what I'm pushing with, and this is what I'm farming with. And I'm stuck on 13.5. I can only get through about 20-30% of the boss's HPs before the timer ends. With Scourge, man, I don't know what this guy's deal is. What are we at? 156. We got 4 minutes. All right, I'm gonna do something here. We're gonna run this, and we're gonna get to Scourge. Let's take a look at what happens when we punch him. Let's see if he's resisting debuffs. Let's see if we can learn anything together here real quick, because I haven't done this for this one. I did it for Maximus, did it for Thane. Haven't done it here. We're gonna want to switch over to Loki to make this go faster. I'm just gonna bust through this real quick. Hopefully, like, watch, I can't even like clear. We'll bust through this real quick. Take a look at Scourge, see what we can see. There's a lot of people get stuck here. No problem at all, Sanitani, and I hope that helped all you guys that we looked at today. That's gonna be it for account help, just because, like I said, we're at like 2 hours, and this is supposed to be a short stream, but apparently I like live streaming, I like Marvel Future Fight, and I like you guys, so here we are. Wife's sleeping in. We stayed up late playing Path of Exile, man. Other than Loki, so are you using, who's your dispatch team now? Did you say? I didn't see if you mentioned who you're running. Other than Loki, I'm using Thor. That's who I'm using as I used him as our second tier 4 pick. And Thor has been an incredible farmer for us and worked really well in dispatch, but he does have a CTP of judgment on our account. Always make sure to tell people that. Hey, thanks, McFarty. I appreciate that. We will. We're going to see how long we can get this series. A lot of free-to-play series stop around 90 days, and that is not our plan. We are going to see if we can show the whole process as a free-to-play. All the way. Endgame PvP, all of it. Brilliant CTPs on our free-to-play account, which wouldn't be unique, by the way. There's plenty of people that have free-to-play accounts, 100% free-to-play, that have been playing for a long time and have all kinds of brilliant CTPs and good stuff. Dodge, 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 dodge. That's the first thing I saw when I started hitting him. Dodge, 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 dodge. See it? You guys see the dodge? All my new people, you see it? Dodge, 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 dodge. That's all I see. That's where my brain goes first. I'm seeing dodge for days. So probably gonna need some ignore dodge in some capacity. Yeah. It looks like this one might just be like a hard, you need a bunch of ignore dodge to finish this stage. Because this team has an ignore dodge lead, and we are still getting dodged. And everyone on this team is level 80. So that probably tells you a little bit about what you need to beat 13-1 here. Finish it up, guys. There we go. Oh no, we haven't done zombie survival yet today. We're gonna take a peek. But there you go. Hopefully that helps, man. I think it is ignore dodge. That looks like that's the biggest issue there. Especially taking this team in there again and looking at it. For that team to be seeing dodge that much, likely that ignore dodge is the issue. All right, what do we got? I think we've got enough to purchase some materials. God, you get enough every week, don't you? Just about. Yeah, I mean, we will with the challenges. This is so. Last week was our double week. We got rewards twice out of the store. This week will be a single week, and then we'll be catching back up again. But yeah, you get more than a week, more than rewards every week from Zombie Survival as long as you place in the top 40. Just crazy, man. This game was amazing. All right, my friends, you guys are absolutely awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out. Been a fun stream. Hopefully some people got some help. I'm gonna focus up and try and actually play the game. I know I missed a bunch of stuff, so I'll drain this energy out and all that jazz. See if we can't get some bios on stream here real quick. Let's see how we do. Nice. Ironheart, bam. No, bam. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all. We'll be doing nice. Let's go, guys. Hot fire, hot fire. Gather around it. Strike up the band. Where's the toots, man? Where's the toots? Let's go. Toot, toot. I don't know if you all even saw that. I'm glad we came in here right at the end of the stream. Let's go, boys. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous, guys. Come on, with the bios that we've gotten. Well, my wife's awake now, if she wasn't. Woo! You gotta come back Monday, Destroyer. I really would. I'm like, we're so overtime right now. I'm glad we did that last little cheeky thing. I was literally starting to say goodbye. And there you go. We got Ironheart. Absolutely crazy. All right, my friends, you all are fantastic. If you want to see more of the live stream series, it's every day at 8:30 a.m. We do account help on Mondays. If you want us to take a look at your account for some help, like the stream if you don't mind, or if you found this enjoyable, it helps it spread around once it's a VOD. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see the live stream series or more of the guide videos that we do. I'm Old and Gray. This is Free to Play, and I hope you all have a spectacular day. Anniversary hyper-ree!